I'm so happy you joined me. I'm so excited for today. Okay, so not only is this like my third video that I got to do this week because I quit part of my job and now I have all this free time and I'm loving my life, but today I'm actually going to be doing something I've never done before. This is a full Revel nail mani. I've never done a video for Revel before, so I'm super excited. I've had these colors probably since the first month that I started dipping. I did a really quick mani with them. I don't even know if I posted it, honestly. So I'm super excited to do it today. I'm using Husler, which is this really pretty mauve purplish color. Love it. And Empire, which is a very, very pretty fine gold glitter with this really cool purplish silver chunky part to it. So and I think I'm going to do some striping, some color blocking, and some ombre. Okay, so I'm going to do all the things. Get ready for it. I've got some striping tape. My liquids I'm going to use Dipomania, not the odorless. I'm just going to use the regular today. I'm going to see how it goes. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and talk with my usual Blackbird dips, gel base, and gel top coat. So, all right, let's get into it. So for my thumb, I am going to do solid empire on my thumb and solid empire on my ring finger. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, get that out of the way. While I'm doing this, I just want to tell you, I am holding, here I can see, I am holding my baby cat here, okay? I have a hairless munchkin, so he's a Sphinx mixed with a munchkin. He's called a Bambino, and their personality, they are so needy. So I actually am like literally holding him while I do this. So I might make a bigger mess than I usually do. For my glitters, especially something that has chunky glitter in it, I like to do the pour over method. I very rarely will dip my finger in the jar. I'm going to go ahead in with my second layer here of Empire on my thumb. You can see my first layer I kind of stayed away from my cuticle area, so the second layer I'm going a little bit closer. The biggest mistake that I made whenever I first started dipping, I was flooding my cuticles so bad. So thin layers, remember. All right, second layer on my ring finger. All right, I'm gonna go ahead in with my third layer of Empire on my thumb. Okay, third layer on my ring finger. All right, for my third layer, I haven't picked up as much of the purple glitter as I wanted to with the pour over method, so I am going to go ahead and dip my third layer into the cupcake liner. Try to pick up some more of those purple chunks. All right, I am done with those two nails. I'm going to go ahead and take a stiff brush off any of the excess glitter that I have just to be sure that I don't contaminate my clear dip. I'm gonna go ahead and dip in clear powder, and then I am going to activate before we move on to the next step here. As always with glitters, chunky glitters, you wanna make sure that you're looking at the nail from all angles. And if there are any glitters that are not completely flat with the nail, you want to make sure that you remove them. Otherwise, when you go to file, those glitters will get filed off or partially filed off, and the color will go away. They typically file white or silver, so you can definitely tell. So it's better to do it now, and if you're removing one that you really, really wanted there and it's a problem for you, just do a spot placement and put one back where it was. Okay, so I went ahead with a layer of clear dip powder and I activated those 2 nails. Now I am going to go ahead and with Hustler with the other 3. So I am going to do solid Hustler on my index and my pinky, solid, with a stripe. And then on my middle finger, I think I'm going to do solid with ombre, some type of ombre. So let's see what the solid looks like. We'll go from there. Second layer. Alright, I'm going to go ahead in with a third layer. I'm going to do my third layer on my index and my pinky right now because remember I'm going to do an ombre on my middle finger. So trying to decide if I want to do a vertical ombre or what kind I want to do. So not quite there yet. We're not there yet. Okay, so I've decided for my middle finger. So I'm going to go ahead and with a third layer of Hustler, I'm going to cap and clear, activate, file, and buff, and then I am going to do an ombre. I'm going to ombre the tip with a little bit of the Empire glitter. So the idea is I want to have it all nice and smooth, shaped, filed, and buffed before I even get that final ombre glitter look on there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cap those 3 in clear, activate. Okay, so I capped in clear and I activated. My purples are not quite hard yet, but my Empire is, so you can hear the difference, right? So that's how you know if they're ready or not, if they're clicking. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and file, buff, and shape, and we'll be back. So when I file, buff, and shape, I always do side walls first, and then my straight edge, make sure everything is looking good that way, and then I go ahead and flip to the smoother side and I buff the top. And I just kind of go around the cuticle line. And as you're going, you want to keep looking, right? So you don't want to file so much that color comes off and you didn't even know that was happening. Looking at it from the side, making sure I have a nice even slope, and then I like to go down the nail edge this way. So I get this nice even kind of blend. Take a look. Looks good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and proceed with my other 4 fingers. Okay, I have file, buff, shaped. I'm gonna go ahead and with a top coat on the 2 nails that have Empire. So I use gel base and top coat. So I'm gonna do a layer of gel base, layer of gel top coat, and cure each one for a minute. Alright, I am going to go ahead and do the same gel base gel top coat to both of my index and pinky finger and prep it for my nail striping. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and with my striping. Now I want the stripe to go from this corner diagonally down like this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of cut off close to the size. Use this little of the purple glitter, so I just kind of want to move them around a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cure that. Alright, I'm going to do a layer of gel top coat and we will be done. Alright, we are done! Oh my gosh, okay, I have to tell you, this one was one of my most enjoyable ones, I think just because I feel like I have the time, I get to relax, I'm not rushed, I'm loving it. This kind of reminds me of like prom-y. It's very prom-y to me. I love it. Okay, well I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. We did a couple of different things, some striping, and we did some ombre. We worked with some fine and chunky glitter. So, okay, well, you can follow me on Instagram at BrittsDips, BRITTSDIPS. I hope to see you there. Otherwise, I will see you next time for my next dip. Bye!